right, today I'm going to teach you guys how to emboss. So you're going to need a few supplies. I'm going to be embossing my lettering. So I'm using a quickie glue pen from Sakura. I get this at Paper Source. You can also get it on Amazon. In the comment section or the notes section of the YouTube video, I'll link everything so you can have the supplies if you need them. I'm using embossing powder, and I'm using this embossing gun, or that's probably not the technical term. I think it's called a heat tool, but I'll also link this if you need it. And then I'm going to show you how to use stamps as well. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to write on this with a pencil. So this is going to be my outline of my lettering, and it's okay if it's dark because we're going to be using gold embossing powder and it will cover it. We just have to be really careful and make sure that we're covering it with this glue pen. So now that I have my word, I'm going to come in with my glue pen, and this is a part that's a little trickier because I need to make sure that I follow this line exactly, and it's almost clear. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like a little bit blue, but you have a certain amount of time before this dries, so try to work quickly. If you can't work quickly, do one section at a time. I'm gonna make my downstrokes thicker because I want this to look like calligraphy. And be mindful that if you go over the same spot over and over and over again, you might start to tear up the paper because the glue is wet and it's making the paper wet. Okay, so we're done with applying the glue pen. Now grab a piece of paper because you don't want the powder to go everywhere. And I'm gonna take the powder and I'm just gonna put it over the glue. Then I'm going to tap it, tap, 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 tap. And this is really, really clean, but no, if you have any spots that aren't clean, you wanna take off the embossing powder. You can use a little paintbrush if you need to. Otherwise, you're gonna get spots that you don't want the embossing powder on. Then easy cleanup. I like to keep things clean, so I want to show this to you guys. Just fold up your paper and put the embossing powder in. You can reuse it over and over and over again. It lasts a really long time. Now I'm going to grab my heat tool, and this heat tool is very, very hot. Do not ever use it to blow dry your hair. I remember when I took a class, they told me that somebody did do that. It will melt your hair and your skin probably. So this gets super hot, be careful. You don't wanna hold it super, super close here or you might burn your paper. So I like to keep it about right here, but you're gonna start to see the gold shimmer in a different color and you'll know that it's working. So this is gonna be loud, so I'm going to speed it up and turn off the sound. And there you go, it's embossed. The embossing dries very quickly, so I can put my hand over it and it's already dry. And it's just a nice way to add extra details to your cards. My sisters and I always make Valentine's Day cards and Christmas cards, and we love to use this method. It's so fun, so easy, and it's minimal tools. So I want to show you how to use a stamp really quick. It's going to be the same exact method of using the heat tool, but this time you're going to use a Versamark. It's a watermark stamp pad, and just get your stamp on here. Make sure it's nice and sticky. Place your stamp directly down with direct pressure. Don't move your hand or rock it because you'll end up getting the side of the stamp in your painting in your on your paper, and you don't want that. So same thing, we're just applying the powder. We're gonna shake, 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 and see we got some right here. Sometimes you can flick and it'll get it off, and sometimes use your finger, sometimes you need to use a brush. I'll clean that up later. And then we're just coming back with our heat tool. There you go. Really easy. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial and that you love embossing as much as I do. Have an awesome day.